Welcome to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
The Keokuk County Expo in Sigourney presents the Faster Horses with opening act Neva Alden in concert Friday, July 18th at the Keokuk County Expo in Sigourney. The Faster Horses are your one-stop shop for both kinds of music, country and western. If you like high-energy 90s style country music, you're gonna love the Faster Horses. And Neva Alden is one of the best up-and-comers on the Iowa country music scene. It'll be here before you know it. The concert at the Keokuk County Expo in Sigourney on Friday, July 18th. Wrestling returns to the Delta Dome in Delta, Iowa with Central Empire Wrestling on Saturday, August 2nd at 7 p.m. Austin Bayless makes his long-awaited return to the ring. Plus Jared Thumb, Rory Fox, Kelsey Magnolia, and Sage Hale, along with the whole cast and crew of CEW, will be on hand August 2nd at the Delta Gymnasium. Advance tickets are just $20 and $25 at the door. Get your tickets at CentralEmpireWrestling.com. Professional Wrestling makes its long-awaited return to the historic Delta Dome in Delta, Iowa, Saturday, August 2nd.
Hey, this is Buff Bagwell, and you're watching the Cards Subject Change podcast. Check it out.
Welcome back to the show!
Welcome back to the show!
And now, your hosts of the Card Subject to Change podcast, the For Frequency's Sake Tag Team Champions of the World, the Wizard CZ, and Never Wrong Nick Bull.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another exciting edition of the Card Subject to Change podcast, the podcast by the fan for the fan. Of course, we are sponsored and built by Lopez Pizza, or we're powered by Lopez Pizza, built by Durham Remodeling, colored by Ryan Allison Tattoo. We are not joining you at our regularly scheduled time because, well, WrestleMania just wrapped up. It was a 2-day event, 3 for some if you want to count SmackDown on Friday night, but we're going to break that down in a little bit. We're joining you here live late on Sunday night to give you our immediate reacts and, of course, give you some great wrestling insight. Of course, I am Never Wrong Nick Bull. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for finding us. We're so glad you're here. Feel free to interact with us. Hit us up on our socials or on the show chat itself. CZ will get your comments up. If you got something good to say, we'll show it. And speaking of CZ, he is my tag team partner. We are co-champs of the For Frequency's Sake Tag Team Championship Network, reigning, defending, and at all times always champs. We say it for a reason because we think we are and we know we are. That's why it is. He's my tag team partner. He is the one. He is the only. He is the Wizard CZ. Wizard, how are you doing?
Man, what a wild weekend. WrestleMania, yeah, that says it all. I mean, this is like Christmas for us wrestling fans. This weekend, you have AEW's WrestleMania, essentially, NXT, the all-women's spectacle Evolution. We're all over the board. We're all over the map. There's so much to talk about and so much to break down. I don't know where to start.
I think we got to start with what we just saw. I mean, what do you think the lead? What do you think the lead story is coming out of the weekend?
Oh, I think it's one of two. Honestly, I think
of course I'm talking wrestling world.
Right. I think there are two ways you can go. We can talk about the thing that just happened. Sorry. We can talk about what just happened, which was super surprising and exciting, or we could talk about some not so great news. But let's kick things off on a good note. Rhea and Io, in my opinion, put on the best women's match of the year so far. If it wasn't, it's damn close.
Is it the match of the weekend?
I would say yes.
Wow. Okay. Match of the weekend happens tonight. No, I kind of had that feeling. I'm like, this match to me was better than the three-way match at WrestleMania between Io, Rhea, and Bianca.
Yeah.
Slightly better, in my opinion. I don't know. It's up there with Charlotte and Rhea for me. Charlotte and Rhea for me at 39 is such a good match, in my opinion. To me, it was better than the one at Mania this year. I don't know if it's better than this one. This one is really, really good. I'm looking forward to this, bringing you the show here tonight, card subject to change, of course. But I'm very much looking forward to going back and watching the replay of that match. Just after watching it once, all that was going on, what an amazing match. And you know, with the all women's pay-per-view, of course, we're talking about here, along with everything else that happened this weekend, to the best of our ability. You know, you wanted to start off by talking about good things. This pay-per-view that the ladies put on tonight, the WWE Evolution pay-per-view, kind of gave WWE maybe a better taste in their mouth than what went down last night with Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Potentially having a severe knee injury, and looking at some considerable time off. Nothing's official, but it doesn't take a doctor to realize that he hurt his knee in that match and he's going to be out for some time. So no speculation here. I'm just going off what you saw, what I saw, what everyone else saw.
For sure.
So this show tonight to me felt like it was WWE out there trying to just put our minds as wrestling fans on something else instead of thinking about what happened last night. And I think they did a very good job. Good job with this pay. This pay-per-view went over 3 hours, exclusively with women's matches. Nothing to me seemed like it drug out too long. It was a well-paced show, in my opinion. So I want to give WWE their flowers after kind of taking it on the chin with losing Rollins last night for some time and kind of messing up storylines for a while. They're going to have to readjust here, but that's what the pros do. So I'm looking forward to what happens with them. But, yeah, this match at Evolution tonight, maybe your match of the weekend. I think we'll talk about a few other candidates as the night goes on. But
yes,
Io and Rhea at their best, and their best wasn't enough because they got foiled by the Money in the Bank cash in. So kind of throws different ways. Like, you thought Naomi would have cashed in on Tiffany, right? But not so fast. They threw us a curveball because Naomi is not on Raw. Or is she?
No, she's a SmackDown
She's
star.
like most of SmackDown. So I like it. I like the move. It's a surprise. It's a swerve. Does it taint this match at all? No. This is going to be a triple threat, in my opinion, at SummerSlam. This match will be a triple threat. Io and Rhea will get their rematch. Wink, wink, nod, nod. And Naomi will defend. I think it's a triple threat for sure.
I don't know that I can disagree with that. And it's good because it's a different element than what we saw at WrestleMania. Right now on paper, we're looking at least one or two matches that are WrestleMania rematches going into SummerSlam. And while it's close because it was Io, Rhea, and Bianca, so we're right on that cusp there. It's a different feel now with Naomi and her new twist for her character.
Yeah, it's her third championship. Kind of the first with this kind of new character, you know, the throwing caution to the wind, the wrapping herself in caution tape, you know, having the briefcase. It's kind of a new thing. So I'm interested to see how long they give the ball to Naomi.
Yeah.
You got to imagine SummerSlam's probably going to be a triple threat where she will defend and retain more than likely. It's kind of what I think. I also think WWE did a very wise thing in having Naomi cash in tonight, because it takes the focus off, or, it takes you thinking about the cash in for the women and puts the focus now on the men's qualifier. The winner gets a shot at Gunther at WrestleMania in a match announced tonight.
Yeah.
So, in a gauntlet match. But man, there's a lot going on right now. We've only just started to scratch the surface.
Oh, for sure. There's so much. This weekend was just epically chock full of wrestling. This is like the buffet that you go to and you overindulge yourself. And believe me, I know all about that. I don't think so. Maybe just a smidge, but I don't really think so. Because I think everything delivered as it was supposed to. Would I have liked to have had NXT running at a different time this weekend so it wasn't head-to-head with All In? Absolutely. Because I didn't get a chance. I know we had we were at the Highview. We had both on with NXT on mute to focus on All In, but I've had a busy day. I didn't get to go back and watch it like I wanted to.
There's so much wrestling out there. I mean, it's a great time. We've been talking about this past weekend for months. The build up to it just seemed like everyone had a show, and they did. And I want to give props to everybody, because everybody put on a really good show this weekend. I can't sit here and say, oh, that was a crappy show that I watched. I mean, Saturday night's main event, the show must go on. People get injured, the show's got to continue. And that was where you've seen it, in real time, a production figuring out what they need to do next and how they're going to do it, and so props to all the pros involved. A lot of good wrestling this weekend. I saw a lot of stuff I liked. Saw a lot more stuff I liked this weekend than I didn't like. And so that's good.
Let me ask you, with this potentially lengthy injury hiatus for Seth Rollins, what happens to that briefcase?
I personally think LA Knight and Braun should fight for it at SummerSlam. Winner gets the briefcase.
I can get behind that.
Because it sounds and looks like more than likely that Seth Rollins is not going to be able to he won't be back in time to cash in said Money in the Bank before it runs out. So there's no precedent set. It's pro wrestling. They can do whatever they want to do. I feel that right. Would be, I feel that's got to be a match at SummerSlam. SummerSlam's 2 nights now, and you're without, one of your biggest stars. And it's not just him. It's Liv Morgan changed plans. Chad Gable changed plans being injured. People get injured. It's part of it. This isn't the first time injuries have popped up. It stinks for Seth. I'm bummed because that storyline has a lot of juice to it, in my opinion. It's got a lot of length. It's going to run for a long time because there's a lot of possibilities there. And Braun Breaker's a star. Does he step up and take over this group? Do they add a member? And what does that mean when Seth comes back? That's the question now. It's how bad is Seth's injury? Is he going to still come back? And when will he come back? And until